Hello, my name is Shay, and today we're going to be covering my first NHKA race. It's not really my first race, however, this is the first one that I was actually able to qualify for, and the first one that I got a significant amount of practice with. So I'm going to call it my first race. I hope you guys are okay with that. But I was really excited for this, being my first race and all, in my nice new... Not new, it's used from my friend. But besides the point, my nice World Formula kart is super exciting. So, how about right after this right hand to left hand turn, we'll get right into the green flag and go into the race. So, I started P13, and I was freaking out at this point. You know, entering the bowl for the first time with everyone around me, and as you can see, people wipe out. It was horrifying for me. I mean, first race and all, seeing people wipe out, I was freaking out. I was just hoping that I didn't spin or anything. And seeing people wipe out was crazy. But even crazier, I can see the front of the pack. Mind-blowing for me. So I'm just trying to focus on keeping ahead and keeping with that group. And it's just crazy for me. And right about now, I'm noticing that there's a yellow flag. I'm like, oh, it must be for that incident that happened prior. But I didn't realize until now that there were 4 people that got wrecked out. So I've jumped to like 9th so far. Or maybe a few other places. I'm not sure. But around 9th. But I completely mess it up here and I spin out. It was too bad for me, but at least I got back onto the track. The guy that I messed up behind me, I let him by right here because, you know, he has way more experience than me. I think he has, I don't even know how many years he has, but, you know, I'm not gonna, as a rookie, I want to follow someone that has more experience, so I let him by to follow his lines. However, through these first few laps or two, it's a bunch of yellow flags, and it was kind of difficult to try and figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, recognize the yellow flag, keep up with pace, because as you can see, the lead is like way ahead. So I don't know if I should be slowing down, staying with pace, you know, because yellow flag you're supposed to slow down, but I don't know. But at this point right now, I'm just trying to follow the guy in front of me, hold my lines, get, like, at least watch his lines in front of me so I can figure out where I need to work on things. And it gets to the point where it seems like I'm starting to catch up, but I start to recognize that this turn right here, that's where I'm struggling the most because I lose so much speed. As you can see, he's gone. He's gone. And, you know, the guy behind me passes me because I have a totally bad, or it was awful. That exit was awful. But, you know, and I lose all my momentum. But anyway, you know, now I have a new target to follow. So I know my chicane right here is strong, but I end up, after he passes me, we try and fight for a while. As you can see, I'm catching up. I'm getting really excited that I'm catching up, but I'm easing off. If you look at my right foot, I think you can see that, yeah. My right foot, I'm easing off because, you know, I don't want to risk it passing someone, especially through that turn that I'm not comfortable with. So why would I put myself in such an uncomfortable position? You know, like, I should be doing that, but I really can't. Because if I do, then I don't want to get into an incident right now. I just want to focus on completing the race and focus on, like, not losing too many positions. But anyway, I'm going to skip ahead to where I really start to get into the muck of stuff. So See, right here, I have a pretty decent entry, and I managed to group up next to people. I think that person had some engine issues, but right here, I ease off. I still don't know why I did that. Maybe it's because I wussed out and I knew that that person had more experience than me because they don't have a rookie X on the back of their helmet, but he holds onto it and passes the guy ahead of him. So now I have number 140 to follow, and you know, I end up sticking behind this guy for a pretty long time. I keep trying to make mistakes like that where I cut a corner too close to try and gain an advantage, but it ends up not working out for me because, you know, I'm not following the lines that I should be. And then I once again mess up my entry here. At the time, I really didn't know I was messing up my entry. Like, I just kind of thought, oh, I'm just going to make it through this turn. But it really wasn't working out for me. This turn right here, though, I really was able to keep my momentum through, which I was really happy about. It was that turn, and I believe this chicane coming up. I think right here I really catch up. Yeah, you see, I maintain a great amount of momentum through there, which is awesome. But then I completely lose it here by cutting it way too close and losing all the momentum. You see, number 140 is moving away from me, and there's nothing I can do because I completely messed up that one. But it was, I don't know what to say. Like, I should work on that kind of stuff, because when I get close, I try and think of ways of passing people. But oh, I hit the cone there. Completely forgot I hit the cone there. I was freaking out at the time. And I thought my tire was bad, but it wasn't. As you can see, I kept racing. But we eventually get to a point where we have a back marker coming up, or what I thought was a back marker. I was pretty sure that they were waving the blue flag for him, but when we got to here, I didn't see any stewards waving the blue flag. So in my head, I still thought he was a back marker, but he probably wasn't. So I was thinking like, oh, he's gonna let me by at some point, and he doesn't, because, you know, he's probably not a back marker. But it is just a situation that I had to deal with, and I was really looking to pass him, especially right here, but I kept backing out because I didn't want to risk it. It felt too risky to try and pass through that turn, even though I maybe could have. I really would have had to send it, and I think, especially me being a rookie, I don't really think that would be the best idea. I should really focus on just maintaining or getting a better pace, and then passing through pace. Because right here, like, I probably couldn't have passed there, even though if you look at my previous laps, I go through that section much faster. But why would I risk it, you know? Like, I don't want to get mounted like the people that we just passed. Like, I don't want to have to deal with that. That would stink. So I end up just sticking behind this guy and just trying to keep pace. Just focus on pace and make it through the race. That was really my goal for this day. Because even though making overtakes is important, staying alive is a bit more important, and I need to learn that first before I can start to mess around with racecraft. So I really just wanted to focus on, you know, catching up to people, getting really close, I'm hoping that next race I can put myself in a few more uncomfortable positions so that I get a bit more comfortable. But just working my way up and knowing that I can get close to the pack is really helpful. See, I even tried to send it there, and it just doesn't work. You know, I need to work on that kind of stuff. I need to plan things out more, rather than just saying, oh, here's my opportunity, I should send it. And it doesn't feel right in the moment, because then I lose it. And eventually I do catch up, but I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be looking for opportunities where I can catch up I should really be focusing on like planning out my attacks, because if I plan out my attacks, I can make cleaner passes and I don't lose as much momentum and time to people ahead of me. So, see, right here, I have a pretty solid exit. It's not great, but at least I'm still within range of the person ahead of me. And I'm pretty happy with that, I'm not gonna lie. So, I just try and hold on to the guy ahead of me. And even though kind of close, I guess, it definitely feels like I'm losing out, even though I'm catching right now. It's just like I can't put things together. I cut my apex too close, and I'm still holding on, but it just felt like I could have carried more momentum through there, and maybe if I did that, I could have sealed the deal on this turn right here. But see, I just can't pull it off. I'm not I just can't do it. So maybe in the future I'll be able to work on that, especially at our next track, Canaan. But this is the last lap of the race, so in my head I'm like, alright, I need to seal the deal right here. I need to either make a move or not. And I'm like laser focused right now. I'm trying to, make sure that I'm not going to get past here. And of course I mess up that turn. Maybe if I kept my momentum, I would still be on his rear bumper. But I do end up shrinking that distance a bit. And maybe, like, if I get a bit closer, and I do, which is awesome. But I try and make the move right here, dip in a little too close, and I spin it, just like on lap 2. You see the guy coming through the bowl, I'm freaking out, I'm like, oh my god, just please finish the race. And I do. And I end up finishing P11, which was super surprising to me. I mean, I let by a few people, and of course there was a few spins, but, it worked out. So, I'm pretty happy with the result. And I can't wait for next race at Canaan. And I will be recording that as well, and hopefully posting it a bit sooner than how late I'm posting this. It's been like a week and a half. But I'm very excited for the next event, and I'm glad that people have watched this. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.